Something that may not come as a surprise for those of you who have bought a new car or truck recently. The latest technology being rolled into these models is prone to glitches and bugs. That's the conclusion of a new survey by Consumer Reports detailing the most and least reliable auto brand.
Dealers across America are drowning in unsold SUVs worth billions of dollars. While some models fly off lots, 14 specific SUV nameplates are collecting dust for up to 428 days, over 14 months of dead inventory. Owners of these vehicles are watching their investments as resale values plummet by 20 to 40%. The financial devastation for buyers who chose wrong could reach tens of thousands in losses per vehicle. Dodge Hornet. The Dodge Hornet is bleeding money faster than any other vehicle in America, and the numbers tell a story that should terrify anyone thinking about buying one. With 271 days of inventory sitting on dealer lots and only 484 units sold in the last 45 days, this vehicle represents everything wrong with modern car manufacturing. Starting at $36,536, the Hornet has already crashed 45% in sales during the first quarter of 2025, making it a financial nightmare for anyone who bought one thinking they were getting a good deal. The key issue is that nobody knows what the Hornet actually is, and Dodge clearly does not either. This supposedly American SUV is actually a rebadged Alfa Romeo Tonale built in Italy, creating an identity crisis that confuses buyers at every level. Dodge marketed it as a performance crossover, but then loaded it with a complicated plug-in hybrid system that most buyers cannot understand or do not want. Internal documents from Stellantis dealers reveal that sales staff struggle to explain the vehicle's purpose, often resorting to saying it offers the best of all worlds while delivering the worst of each. What this means for owners is catastrophic depreciation that puts luxury cars to shame. Dealers are now offering massive incentives just to move inventory, but smart buyers are walking away because they understand the long-term financial consequences. The Hornet combines Italian reliability concerns with American pricing and confusing technology, creating a perfect storm that leaves owners stuck with vehicles worth thousands less than they paid. Unlike competitors that focus on clear value propositions, the Hornet tries to be everything to everyone and succeeds at nothing. Buyers who ignored the warning signs are now learning that confusion in the showroom leads to regret in the driveway and financial pain at trade-in time. Jeep Grand Wagoneer. The Jeep Grand Wagoneer is costing Stellantis millions of dollars every month as dealers struggle with 428 days of unsold inventory, making it tied for the worst-selling vehicle in America alongside the Dodge Hornet. Starting at $109,315, this massive SUV has crashed 59% in sales during the first quarter of 2025, proving that even loyal Jeep buyers refuse to pay luxury car prices for a vehicle that cannot match luxury car prestige. Owners who bought early are now watching their investments evaporate as trade-in values plummet faster than any vehicle in the full-size luxury segment. The key issue is that Stellantis built a vehicle that costs more than most American homes, but delivers an experience that feels cheap compared to the Cadillac Escalade, which dominates this market segment. While the Escalade commands respect and holds its value, the Grand Wagoneer feels like an overpriced Jeep trying too hard to be something it is not. Dealer reports reveal that customers walk into showrooms expecting Jeep ruggedness at Jeep prices, then leave shocked when they discover the Grand Wagoneer costs more than a fully loaded German luxury sedan. What this means for owners is financial disaster wrapped in leather and wood trim. The Grand Wagoneer cannot compete with established luxury brands that buyers actually respect, forcing dealers to offer massive incentives that still cannot move inventory. Internal documents from Jeep dealerships show that even loyal customers question why they should pay Escalade money for a vehicle without Escalade status. Unlike competitors that earned their luxury credentials over decades, the Grand Wagoneer relies on the Jeep name while abandoning everything that made Jeep special. Buyers who fell for the marketing hype are now learning that premium pricing without premium perception creates the worst possible ownership experience in the luxury market. Maserati Levante. The Maserati Levante is bleeding dealers dry with 410 days of inventory sitting unsold, while only 66 units found buyers in the last 45 days, creating a financial disaster that shows why Italian luxury SUVs cannot compete in America. Starting around $85,000, this vehicle represents everything wrong with trying to stretch a sports car brand into the SUV market, and dealers are now so desperate to move inventory that they are offering discounts that would make luxury car buyers elsewhere jealous. The problem is that even massive price cuts cannot fix the fundamental issues that make the Levante a guaranteed money pit for anyone foolish enough to buy one. The key issue is that Maserati built a vehicle that promises Italian performance and luxury, but delivers neither reliability nor the prestige that buyers expect at this price point. This is the final model year for the V8 engine that was supposed to be the Levante's main selling point, marking the end of an era that nobody wanted to buy anyway. Dealer reports reveal that potential customers love the way the Levante looks and sounds, but walk away once they research maintenance costs and reliability ratings that make German luxury cars seem dependable by comparison. What this means for owners is a perfect storm of depreciation, repair bills, and parts availability issues that can easily cost more than the vehicle is worth. Internal documents from Maserati service departments show that even basic maintenance requires specialized technicians and parts that take weeks to arrive from Italy, forcing owners to keep their vehicles in service bays longer than on the road. Unlike competitors that offer proven reliability with their luxury credentials, the Levante combines Italian engineering complexity with American market expectations, creating a mismatch that leaves owners stuck with beautiful vehicles they cannot afford to maintain or sell without taking massive financial losses. Maserati Grecale. The Maserati Grecale is stuck with 258 days of inventory that dealers cannot move, and earlier reports showed an even worse 370 days of unsold vehicles collecting dust on lots across America. Starting at $79,872, this supposed Italian luxury SUV is now available with massive discounts that reveal the truth about what happens when buyers discover they are paying luxury prices for ordinary parts, wearing fancy badges and marketing promises. The financial reality is that anyone who bought a Grecale at full price is now watching their investment crater as dealers slash prices just to clear inventory space for vehicles people actually want to buy. The key issue is that smart buyers have figured out the Grecale shares major components with General Motors vehicles while charging Italian luxury prices, creating a credibility gap that destroys any chance of maintaining resale value. Maserati thought they could fool American buyers by wrapping GM parts in Italian leather and charging BMW money. But internal documents from dealerships show that customers are walking away once they learn about the parts sharing arrangement. This is not about xenophobia or brand loyalty. It is about paying premium prices for premium engineering, and the Grecale fails that basic test. What this means for owners is a vehicle that depreciates like a luxury car, but maintains like a parts bin special, creating the worst possible ownership scenario. Dealer reports reveal that service departments struggle to explain why Italian luxury parts cost more than GM equivalents when they are essentially the same components with different part numbers and markup. Unlike competitors that offer genuine luxury engineering throughout their vehicles, the Grecale represents a cynical attempt to exploit badge loyalty while delivering mainstream components at exotic prices. Buyers who fell for the masquerade are now learning that authentic luxury cannot be faked with fancy badges and marketing campaigns. Mercedes-Benz EQB. The Mercedes-Benz EQB is costing dealers massive losses with 427 days of inventory backing up on lots, making it the third worst selling vehicle in America, and proving that even the Mercedes badge cannot save a fundamentally flawed electric vehicle. Starting at $53,050, this overpriced electric SUV delivers a pathetic 205 miles of range with all-wheel drive, creating a value proposition so terrible that even loyal Mercedes customers are walking away rather than compromise their driving needs for the sake of brand loyalty. The financial reality is that buyers are paying luxury car prices for electric performance that barely matches economy EVs costing $20,000 less. The key issue is that Mercedes built an electric vehicle that fails at the most basic requirement of electric ownership, which is providing enough range to eliminate anxiety about running out of power during normal driving. While competitors offer 300 miles or more of range at similar prices, the EQB forces owners to plan every trip around charging stations and live with the constant stress of wondering if they can make it home. Internal documents from Mercedes dealerships reveal that sales staff struggle to explain why customers should pay more for less capability, especially when Tesla Model Y buyers get better range and performance for similar money. What this means for owners is a vehicle that promises luxury but delivers inconvenience at every turn, forcing them to change their driving habits to accommodate the car rather than the car serving their needs. Dealer reports show that even Mercedes loyalists who want to go electric are choosing other brands because the EQB simply cannot compete with better electric vehicles at lower prices, unlike competitors that offer electric vehicles as genuine improvements over gas cars. The EQB feels like a compromise that asks buyers to pay more for less, creating the worst possible introduction to electric driving for Mercedes customers. Lincoln Aviator. The Lincoln Aviator is drowning dealers in high inventory levels that refuse to move despite heavy incentives, forcing Lincoln to slash prices on a vehicle that starts around $57,000 but cannot compete with German luxury SUVs that buyers actually respect and want to own. This American luxury SUV represents everything wrong with trying to charge premium prices without delivering premium prestige, creating a financial nightmare for owners who discover their investment loses value faster than mainstream vehicles while lacking the social status that justifies luxury car ownership in the first place. The key issue is that the Aviator gets lost in a luxury SUV market dominated by BMW, Mercedes, and Audi vehicles that command genuine respect and hold their value over time. While German competitors have spent decades building luxury credentials that buyers trust and admire, the Aviator feels like a fancy Ford that costs luxury money without delivering luxury experience or prestige. Dealer reports reveal that potential customers often cross-shop the Aviator against German competitors, then choose vehicles that cost more but offer better long-term value and social recognition that makes the extra money worthwhile. What this means for owners is a vehicle that depreciates like a luxury car but lacks the prestige benefits that make luxury ownership satisfying, creating the worst possible scenario for anyone who wants their vehicle to reflect their success and good judgment. Internal documents from Lincoln dealerships show that even generous incentives cannot overcome the fundamental perception problem that leaves the Aviator competing against mainstream vehicles rather than true luxury competitors. Unlike established luxury brands that offer proven prestige and strong resale values, the Aviator asks buyers to take a financial risk on a brand that has not earned luxury credibility in the modern market. Buyers who ignored the prestige gap are now learning that luxury pricing without luxury recognition creates regret every time they park next to vehicles that cost similar money but command genuine respect. Land Rover Discovery Sport. The Land Rover Discovery Sport is stuck with 232 days of unsold inventory that dealers cannot move, even though it starts around $45,000 and gets completely overshadowed by the newer Defender that buyers actually want to own. This vehicle suffers from below-average resale value that makes it a guaranteed money loser for anyone who buys one new, creating a financial disaster that gets worse every month as maintenance costs pile up and reliability problems destroy any chance of holding on to value over time. The key issue is that expensive maintenance and reliability problems have scared away even dedicated Land Rover enthusiasts who understand that off-road capability means nothing if the vehicle cannot make it to the trails without breaking down. While the Discovery Sport promises adventure and exploration, it delivers repair bills and service appointments that cost more than most people spend on vacation, forcing owners to choose between fixing their vehicle and actually using it for the adventures they bought it to enjoy. Internal documents from Land Rover service departments reveal that even basic repairs require specialized parts and technicians that cost significantly more than mainstream SUVs. creating ongoing expenses that never end. What this means for owners is a vehicle that becomes more expensive to maintain than it is worth, especially when combined with depreciation that outpaces almost every other SUV in its price range. Dealer reports show that trade-in values drop so fast that owners often owe more than their vehicle is worth within just 2 years of purchase, trapping them in a cycle of payments for a depreciating asset. Unlike competitors that offer reliable adventure capability without constant repair bills, the Discovery Sport asks buyers to pay premium prices for the privilege of dealing with ongoing mechanical problems and expensive maintenance. Buyers who fell for the adventure marketing are now learning that unreliable transportation kills the spirit of exploration faster than any other factor. Acura ZDX. The Acura ZDX is bleeding Honda's reputation despite appearing to have fast-selling 36-day inventory supply, because the reality is that Acura only sold 7,391 units in all of 2024, making it a complete disaster that required over $20,000 in incentives just to move the few vehicles that actually found buyers. Starting at $68,906, but needing massive discounts to sell at all. This rebadged Chevrolet Blazer EV proves that even luxury badges cannot fool smart buyers who refuse to pay premium prices for mainstream General Motors engineering wrapped in Acura marketing promises. The key issue is that buyers have figured out the ZDX shares its platform, battery, motors, and most major systems with General Motors vehicles that cost $20,000 less, destroying any justification for choosing Acura over Chevrolet when you get essentially the same vehicle. While Honda thought they could rebadge their way into the electric luxury market, customers are walking away once they realize they are paying luxury money for borrowed engineering, creating a credibility crisis that forces dealers to offer desperate incentives just to move inventory. Internal documents from Acura dealerships reveal that sales staff cannot explain why anyone should choose the ZDX over the mechanically identical Chevrolet Blazer EV or the superior Tesla Model Y that offers better performance and proven charging infrastructure. What this means for owners is catastrophic depreciation that makes luxury car losses look modest, because the ZDX combines luxury car pricing with mainstream vehicle recognition and borrowed technology that buyers simply do not respect or want. Dealer reports show that trade-in values are already crashing because used car buyers refuse to pay Acura prices for what they know is essentially a General Motors product. Unlike competitors that offer genuine luxury engineering and exclusive electric technology, the ZDX represents corporate laziness disguised as luxury innovation. Buyers who fell for the rebadging scheme are learning that authentic luxury cannot be created through badge engineering and desperate marketing campaigns. Jaguar F-Pace. The Jaguar F-Pace is bleeding dealers dry with 310 days of inventory supply, making it the absolute worst-selling SUV in America and proving that beautiful British styling can't overcome decades of reliability disasters that destroy any chance of holding value over time. Starting at $69,742, this luxury SUV suffers from massive depreciation that makes German luxury cars look like safe investments, forcing dealers to offer desperate discounts that still cannot convince smart buyers to risk their money on a vehicle with Jaguar's notorious reputation for breaking down at the worst possible moments. The key issue is that Jaguar's reliability reputation destroys any appeal that British luxury styling might have, because buyers understand that gorgeous looks mean nothing when the vehicle spends more time in service bays than in their driveway. While the F-Pace promises elegant design and spirited performance, it delivers repair bills and warranty claims that cost more than most people spend on their entire transportation budget, creating ongoing expenses that never end and always surprise owners with their timing and expense. Internal documents from Jaguar service departments reveal that even routine maintenance requires specialized parts and technicians that cost significantly more than mainstream luxury brands, forcing owners to budget thousands of dollars annually just to keep their vehicles running properly. What this means for owners is a vehicle that becomes more expensive to maintain than it is worth, especially when combined with depreciation that outpaces almost every other luxury SUV in the market. Dealer reports show that trade-in values drop so fast that owners often discover their vehicles are worth less than half what they paid within just 3 years of ownership, trapping them with vehicles they cannot afford to keep or sell without massive financial losses. Unlike competitors that offer luxury styling with proven reliability and strong resale values, the F-Pace asks buyers to pay premium prices for the privilege of dealing with constant mechanical problems and expensive repairs that destroy the luxury ownership experience completely. Infiniti QX55. The Infiniti QX55 is crashing toward extinction with 210 days of inventory that dealers cannot move, despite final year clearance pricing, because this coupe SUV represents Infiniti's desperate attempt to create relevance in a market that never wanted this vehicle in the first place. Starting at $53,990 and being discontinued in December 2024, the QX55 proves that throwing money at niche vehicle designs cannot save a brand that loses 10% of its sales every year, while customers choose literally any other luxury SUV over Infiniti products. The key issue is that Infiniti created a vehicle that satisfies nobody by combining the worst aspects of coupes and SUVs while delivering none of the benefits that buyers actually want from either category. The QX55 offers less cargo space than regular SUVs and less style than actual coupes, forcing buyers to compromise on practicality and aesthetics while paying luxury prices for a vehicle that feels like a marketing experiment gone wrong. Internal documents from Infiniti dealerships reveal that sales staff struggle to explain who the QX55 is designed for, often resorting to vague claims about lifestyle and uniqueness when customers ask practical questions about why they should choose this vehicle over proven alternatives. What this means for owners is catastrophic depreciation on a vehicle that nobody wants to buy new or used, because the QX55 represents everything wrong with a dying brand that cannot compete with established luxury competitors. Dealer reports show that even massive incentives and clearance pricing cannot move inventory because smart buyers understand that discontinued vehicles from struggling brands create long-term ownership nightmares involving parts availability and service support that disappear along with the model. Unlike competitors that offer proven luxury SUV designs with strong brand support and resale values, the QX55 asks buyers to gamble their money on a failed experiment from a brand that cannot even maintain stable sales numbers. Buyers who fell for the final year desperation pricing are learning that discontinued luxury vehicles become expensive orphans that nobody wants to service or buy. Nissan Murano. The Nissan Murano is stuck with 189 days of inventory supply and 20,164 units sitting unsold on dealer lots, proving that even starting prices around $47,020 cannot convince buyers to risk their money on a vehicle haunted by CVT transmission problems that have destroyed Nissan's reputation for reliability over the past decade. This once popular SUV now represents everything wrong with trying to use outdated designs and problematic technology to compete in a market where buyers have learned to avoid Nissan vehicles that promise smooth driving but deliver expensive repair bills and transmission failures that leave owners stranded. The key issue is that the Murano's continuously variable transmission has become synonymous with costly repairs and unexpected breakdowns that can happen at any mileage, creating anxiety for owners who never know when their vehicle will need thousands of dollars in transmission work. While Nissan continues to use CVT technology throughout their lineup, smart buyers have learned to avoid these transmissions after hearing horror stories from friends and family members who experienced premature failures that cost more to fix than the vehicles were worth. Internal documents from Nissan service departments reveal that CVT-related warranty claims have cost the company hundreds of millions of dollars, but they continue using this technology because it helps meet fuel economy standards while shifting repair costs to owners after warranties expire. What this means for owners is a vehicle that feels dated compared to modern competitors while carrying the constant threat of expensive transmission problems that can destroy any savings from the lower purchase price. Dealer reports show that trade-in values reflect buyer concerns about reliability, forcing Murano owners to accept much less money than owners of competing SUVs when they try to sell or trade their vehicles. Unlike competitors that offer proven transmission technology with strong reliability records, the Murano asks buyers to gamble on problematic CVT systems that have failed thousands of previous owners. Buyers who ignore the CVT warning signs are learning that saving money up front leads to much bigger expenses later. Alfa Romeo Stelvio. The Alfa Romeo Stelvio is bleeding money with 180 days of inventory that refuses to move, while the entire brand crashed 19% in 2024, proving that Italian sports car excitement cannot overcome the reality of owning a vehicle that costs more to maintain than most people earn in months. Starting at $56,239 but suffering from steep depreciation that destroys any chance of recovering your investment, this supposed performance SUV promises thrilling driving but delivers repair bills and reliability nightmares that turn every trip into a gamble about whether you will make it home without calling a tow truck. The key issue is that the Stelvio combines Italian engineering complexity with American market expectations, creating a perfect storm of expensive maintenance requirements and parts availability problems that can leave owners stranded for weeks, while dealers search for specialized components that cost more than entire repair jobs on mainstream vehicles. While Alfa Romeo markets the Stelvio as a passionate alternative to German luxury SUVs, smart buyers understand that passion quickly turns to frustration when routine maintenance requires appointments months in advance and bills that exceed luxury car payments. Internal documents from Alfa Romeo service departments reveal that even basic repairs often require parts shipped from Italy, forcing owners to budget not just for expensive labor, but also for rental cars while their vehicles sit in service bays waiting for components. What this means for owners is a vehicle that becomes more expensive to operate than it is worth, especially when combined with depreciation that reflects buyer awareness of ongoing reliability problems and maintenance costs that never end. Dealer reports show that trade-in values drop faster than almost any other luxury SUV because used car buyers refuse to inherit the maintenance nightmares that come with Italian engineering. Unlike competitors that offer genuine performance with proven reliability and reasonable maintenance costs, the Stelvio asks buyers to pay luxury prices for the privilege of dealing with constant mechanical drama. Buyers who fell for the Italian passion marketing are learning that automotive excitement should not require financial sacrifice and mechanical anxiety. Audi Q5. The Audi Q5 is crashing from its former glory with 179 days of inventory supply and sales down 23%, proving that even Germany's once dominant luxury SUV benchmark cannot survive when younger buyers choose Tesla over traditional luxury brands that feel outdated and irrelevant. Starting at $56,305, the Q5 is losing ground to BMW and Mercedes competitors while struggling against a fundamental shift in buyer preferences that values technology and innovation over traditional German engineering prestige that no longer impresses customers who grew up with smartphones and electric vehicles. The key issue is that the Q5 represents everything that feels old and complicated about traditional luxury cars to buyers who want simple, advanced technology that actually works instead of complex German systems that require dealer visits to operate properly. While Audi continues pushing traditional luxury features like leather and wood trim, younger customers are choosing Tesla Model Y vehicles that offer better technology, lower operating costs, and social status that comes from being environmentally conscious rather than wastefully expensive. Internal documents from Audi dealerships reveal that sales staff struggle to explain why customers should choose complicated German engineering over Tesla's straightforward electric technology that delivers better performance with less maintenance hassle. What this means for owners is a vehicle that feels increasingly outdated as electric vehicles become mainstream, forcing Q5 owners to defend their choice to buy gas-powered luxury when their friends drive vehicles that cost less to operate and offer superior technology features. Dealer reports show that trade-in values reflect the market shift toward electric vehicles, leaving Q5 owners stuck with depreciating assets in a luxury market that is rapidly moving away from traditional combustion engines. Unlike competitors that are successfully transitioning to electric powertrains, the Q5 represents Audi's reluctance to abandon profitable gas engines that younger buyers no longer want or respect. Buyers who ignored the electric transition are learning that traditional luxury loses relevance when technology and environmental consciousness become the new status symbols. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander is bleeding sales as its own company destroys it with internal competition, crashing 47% overall and a catastrophic 63% in the first quarter of 2025, proving that even Toyota's legendary reliability cannot save a vehicle when the manufacturer deliberately undermines it with a bigger, better alternative. Starting at $52,052, the original Highlander now represents the worst kind of automotive purchase because buyers are paying full price for a vehicle that Toyota itself considers outdated, forcing smart customers to choose the Grand Highlander that offers more space and features for similar money. The key issue is that Toyota committed the ultimate sin of brand cannibalization by launching the Grand Highlander that makes the original Highlander look small, outdated, and overpriced in direct comparison, creating a situation where buying the regular Highlander becomes a mistake that even Toyota dealers cannot justify with a straight face. While the Grand Highlander delivers the space and features that families actually need, the original Highlander feels cramped and compromised, forcing buyers to pay luxury SUV prices for a vehicle that no longer meets modern family requirements. Internal documents from Toyota dealerships reveal that sales staff actively steer customers toward the Grand Highlander because it offers better value and customer satisfaction, essentially admitting that the original Highlander should not exist in its current form. What this means for owners is a vehicle that represents the worst possible timing in automotive history, because they bought a model that their own manufacturer has effectively declared obsolete through product planning decisions that prioritize profits over customer loyalty. Dealer reports show that Highlander trade-in values are dropping as used car buyers choose the superior Grand Highlander that offers more capability for similar money. Unlike competitors that maintain clear product positioning and avoid internal competition, Toyota has created a situation where buying the Highlander becomes a purchasing mistake that smart buyers recognize and avoid. Buyers who chose the original Highlander are learning that automotive loyalty means nothing when manufacturers abandon successful products for newer profit opportunities.